Hi, I'm Paul Bechtold, RVP of Debt Elimination Programs at Gordon Marketing. And with me today, I have my good friend and colleague, Troy Culver, National Life Insurance Marketer for Gordon Marketing for fully underwritten life. And today we'd love to talk to you about the art of saving.
The art of savings. Where are you coming up with this idea from, Paul?
Well, Troy, just recently I was, getting on the internet and I saw a news feed and it was from Warren Buffett, and he brought this subject up. And, I take any kind of advice I can from the sage Oracle of Omaha, as he's known, because he's done pretty well financially.
He's done great
in his life. Okay. And he just started talking about, there's more to saving than just dropping a few pennies in the piggy bank or taking what's left over from your paycheck and putting in a savings account.
What are the principles of having a good savings plan?
Well, it starts with just that. It starts with a plan. Okay. So he said to be a good saver, the first thing you have to do is you have to be intentional about it. You have to have a plan. And it says that plan has to hit up front. Okay. What you can't do is bring your paycheck home and hope you run out of month before you run out of money, right? And try to save what's left over, because he said the first thing is, if you do that, you're never going to have a savings plan, and it's always going to be very painful.
So what's taking it away from people being able to save?
Well, a lot of it is, obviously, Warren Buffett is well over 90 years old now, right? He points to a lot of generational changes and difference, especially over the last 50 years. He said, nowadays, we live in more of an instant gratification society. We have things kind of working against us that should be working for us more. Things like technology, right? Upscale consumer brands, the desire to live today like there is no more tomorrow. Okay, we've gone away from some of the basic tenets and principles of becoming adults, raising families, and learning how to delay gratification for certain things and discriminate between wants versus needs.
But some people think it's better to put money in the banks, and banks pay a lot of interest, or what?
Okay. Well, obviously, the answer to that. They pay very little. But we start with saving in a bank, checking a savings account. We're intentional about moving money over into the savings. But he said one of the tenets that you want to look at as well is, once you start to build up a little cash, now let's leverage that savings a little bit more. Because one of the things that Warren says is, the first thing you got to do is, if you leave your money at rest in a bank, your money is going to erode over the course of time in terms of the spending, in terms of the spending power due to inflation, right? So we got to be looking for other vehicles to be able to do that. That's where you and I come in, Troy. So maybe you could share with the audience maybe a couple strategies that we could use to help in terms of what we do, in terms of better leveraging that money.
Absolutely. We actually help people put money into life insurance, whole life insurance, that will yield a much higher interest rate than what the bank's paying you. So you're looking at 5-6%?
Exactly.
Plus dividends when they have them, and a bank is less than 1%. So
right. And then on top of that, by putting inside a life insurance, we're able to leverage our money more, right? Keep our money growing over here, but still have access, use, and control without any encumbrances like early withdrawal penalties or surrender charges or stuff like that, where we can go out and do the things we want and need to do, but still have our money growing for us.
And we can also have arbitrage when we take out money from the policy. And can you explain that a little bit?
Sure. The cost to borrow our money is effectively less than the interest that we're earning inside of our policy. So we can actually be still making a little bit of money.
This is great.
Even though we're using our money.
There's no other better way, is there?
Not that I have seen yet.
No, this is great. And if we do this, Paul, will it compromise someone's lifestyle?
Actually, done right, no. That's the fallacy of this is, and I think I saw Warren Buffett make this comment. He said, if you buy things that you don't need now, later on you may be forced to sell things you do need. Okay. And that kind of brings to mind what you're saying is, if we do this right and we leverage our money, we're intentional about it, And we always have that rainy day fund over here to take care of small emergencies. We have money set aside for the inevitable things we're going to need to buy, like our next car, our kids' college education, maybe a new roof on the house or some other thing like that. If we're prepared for that, then we really don't have to compromise our lifestyle along the way. It's really about balance, judgment, separating wants from needs, and not reacting emotionally to our money, reacting a little bit more logically with a plan.
Can an average guy save without a plan?
Average guy could save without a plan. It just becomes much more difficult. It's the implementation of the plan itself that creates the impetus, it creates the platform to be able to save. Debt and the ability to save are not a function of income as much as it is a lifestyle and the choices that we make.
Sounds excellent, Paul.
Well, hey, folks, we could go on and talk about multiple elements of this topic. Fortunately, we're running out of time today. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Selling Life and Annuities. Click the notification bell so that you'll be appraised of future episodes that come out. Like, comment, and share to spread the word with other advisors as well as your clients. And give us a call if you want to know more about this. Troy, if they wanted to get in contact with you, they would do that how?
Absolutely. Call Gordon Marketing, extension 10900, or T. Culver at gordonmarketing.com.
And for me, it's Paul at gordonmarketing.com. Call me directly on my cell, 317-626-3054. I'll be sure to get right back to you. But on behalf of Troy Culver, National Life Insurance Marketer for Gordon Marketing, and Paul Bechtold, RVP at Debt Elimination Platforms, we'd like to say happy selling.